Your thumbnail.
Alright, we live, man. We lit. Yo, what up? It's Aaron motherfucking Moses, and we got the homie,
Got star on deck.
Dot Steezy, Dot Star, man. What's up? What's going on today, bro?
Shit, nothing much, man. Shit, just living life, trying to figure out what the hell is going on next.
Hey, bro, that's the best thing you could be doing, bro. Fucking, so today's topic, everybody knows, if you know me, if you know Aaron motherfucking Moses, I don't like to use the term, baby mama, baby daddy, anything like that. I personally don't like that motherfucking term. Those two terms used in conjunction with each other or in any form. Usually when I refer to my son's mother, I call her my son's mother. Because that's the best thing she could do with her motherfucking life. Nah, I'm just playing. I respect all women, basically. But what's going on is I watched a video by a video logger, a vlogger named O'Shea Duke Jackson, which is one of my favorite uh, YouTubers known to man. And
Who again?
O'Shea Duke
Oh, shit,
Jackson,
oh. Alright.
he's a black dude that record. He's from Poland, and he's a black guy. He's from L.A. originally, but he talks about relationships, and his his website is called the Negro Manosphere, and
Come on, bro.
he's a red pill guy. He talks about relationships, and he put out a video titled "The Five Different Types of Baby Daddies," and I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it because I was too afraid that I was gonna make the list and be one of the baby daddies, even though I'm not a
About
baby
five
daddy.
times over.
I didn't want to fucking crucify my own motherfucking ego, so I didn't. I neglected to watch the motherfucker. But in a real way, I want you guys to get to know Thot Star, and I want you to see what he has to offer to your life. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give him this topic, and we haven't discussed the topic. Um, I want him to give me his authentic input on what I should be doing with my motherfucking life, with my time, with my finances, with my relationship with this bitch, because she's no longer a woman at this point. Now she's being a bitch. So I'm gonna tell you what's going on in my life with my son, with his mother, and I'm gonna refrain from adding any emotion, and I'm gonna give you the real. All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, bro, because I got some questions for you, bro. And I'm not even going to front. Like, I got some real ass questions for you, bro, like, from, like, homie standpoint, nigga.
Hey, but I got some real answers for you. All right, so this is what's going down. So the woman, the beautiful lady that I reside with, I've been living here I got here April 16th, and it was made known to Jimmy's mother that I was gonna move here for about a week. I knew I was gonna move here about 2 weeks before that, give or take, and I told Liz, I'm gonna just tell her, I'm just gonna say her name. I told Liz that I was gonna move here about a week before I moved here, and she was in total support. And
That's what's up.
the day the day that I moved, I wasn't expecting to move. I moved literally 6 hours earlier than I planned on moving because the situation had transpired. Nothing negative or anything like that. I just was ready to move, and I didn't want to sit around and wait. I took an Uber instead of taking the motherfucking South Shore line, which is a train that runs from Chicago to Michigan, actually. So whatever the case is, um, I'm talking very friendly, being cordial with Liz. Doing my fatherly duties, sending her money, asking, checking up on Jimmy and all of that. And then one day, she sends me this fat ass email telling me that she hates me, telling me that she wishes that I was so depressed, that I was too depressed to even fucking kill myself, telling me that I'm just this bad person. And you know, really, this
That's
came out of
heavy
me
ass
asking
news.
this. Before I made the actual move, I said, okay, look, I'm gonna give you some gas money, and you can bring Jimmy down, and he can live with, or he could stay with me for 2 weeks, 14 days, uncut, raw, uncut. Stay with me for 14 days, every other month. We sat down and we did the calculations together. That would have literally been 10 hours, with the exception of the drive, longer than she spends with Jimmy in a month, would be my 2 weeks. So that happened. Now this woman, this bitch, she is a bitch now. She's sending me fucking emails talking about, I don't know this bitch, and I don't want some bitch raising my son. I don't even know her. Why would I want some bitch that you're fucking to feed my son and to buy him stuff and take him to the park? And I'm like, so how the fuck am I supposed to see my son and be a father? I'm not gonna let you make me into a deadbeat. I'm not going to take any legal action against you because you don't have custody of your children, and that just would be grimy on my part. Even though his living conditions with her are very, below the standards of even a fucking third world country dweller. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? You're in pain at this point. I'm not going to keep harassing you. I'm not going to keep asking you when you're going to bring my son here. But I'm going to keep doing my shit. I know we're getting ready, to be in this phase in our life. My son, Jimmy, actually just started school last Wednesday. So whatever the case is, uh, I sent her some money, right on time. I'm sending her money every 3 days and then a week after that. So she sends me the shit back, and I was like, why the fuck are you sending me the shit back? And she was like, and you abandon us. You think I want you to have anything to do with your son? You think this? I don't need your money. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. And I was like, well, I mean, you're not going to keep me from taking care of my goddamn son. What's the point of that? And she was just telling me that she doesn't need my help. But mind you, when she goes to work, before Jimmy started school, he was staying at my grandma's house for 6 to 8 hours while she's at work. More than that, you know? But so here is the part. I just gave you a little history. Here is the part that I want you to give me some clarity and give me some charity about. Now, if I'm sending her money and she sent it back, right? And this has happened. I'm thinking she's just okay. This is just one day. I'm gonna give the bitch some time to cool off. I'm gonna send her more money, just like we've been handling this situation. So I sent her some more money. She sent it back. I sent her more money. She sent it back, right? So I stopped talking to her for about 2 weeks. Now I'm going through my grandma, buying him pull-ups and buying him stuff,
So she's still with grandma, huh?
No, she stays in her own crib now she stays in her own crib. But my grandma has to watch him during the day. At that point, now he's in school. My grandma was watching him while she was at work. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm not gonna let you keep spitting in my motherfucking face. You don't even know what the fuck I do for my goddamn money. So I'm gonna keep my money. You're not gonna take my money. I can't force you. You tell my grandma, whatever I buy him, to take it back, to refuse motherfucking delivery. Okay. I'm doing my part. I can print the receipts out and the PayPal transactions and all of that. You're not going to keep spitting in my face. You're not going to keep taking the pull-ups, taking the fucking receipt and sending it back to Walmart. And I wake up in the motherfucking morning and I have a fucking PayPal reverse payment because you took the fucking pull-ups I fucking bought back to Walmart and spit in my motherfucking face. Fine, right? Don't talk to me. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm going to go through my grandma for everything. We're going to still do everything 007. So I'm not sending the bitch money. I'm buying my grandma groceries for him and doing this and paying my grandmother for her services, and I'm doing everything outside of her. So of course I'm the dad. So I'm gonna check to see what the fuck you're doing. This bitch is, who wants to go to the concert with me? Oh my god, we're gonna turn up. We're gonna go to the Marilyn Manson concert and blah 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 blah, and I need a ride, right? So right after I checked, okay, this bitch she's having money. Not mad at you. You really don't need my help. You're having money, whatever. So she emails me, texts me, and Facebooks me Aaron, I need $100. And I didn't even respond to that motherfucker. And I called my mom, and I was like, what the fuck should I do? This bitch is harassing me, telling me that she wants me to commit suicide, telling me she hopes I get HIV, telling me like the most horrible things that anybody's ever said to me. And it's not that it's fucking with me. It's just the fact that you're taking your time out of your day. The fact that you're this hurt to say some shit like this to me. So my question
He's
to
trying to
you,
get you mad. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that bitch. So my question to you is, if she asks me for some money and she genuinely needs it, should I be giving her money? Now, in my defense, bitch, if you would have took the goddamn money, you would have had more than that. You would have had more than that. But now you want to ask me for $100? You don't know what the fuck I do with my life. You know what I'm saying? If you would have been consistently taking my money, you would have had more than that. You had a variety of chances to not be in need of these finances. Now, if she would have been accepting my money at this point, she would have had over $500 if she would have just been accepting my payments. Now you want to ask me for $100 and tell me I'm a deadbeat dad because I don't want to give you this petty ass $100 after I saw you just bought some motherfucking concert tickets. Now, tell me your thoughts on that. Tell me your thoughts on that. Tell me, you could respond to anything I just said. Go in.
She's mad as fuck, bro. First of all, she wants you to get as mad as she is. You know what I'm saying? And she don't even know what she's doing right now, bro.
Okay,
So that's a real easy one.
let me give you another piece of information.
Yeah.
Let me give you one more slither of information. Before she got the crib, you remember when we moved out? We moved into a hotel for about 2 weeks before she got this crib, before I moved, right? She said, Aaron, I don't want you to live with us because you haven't been progressing. You haven't been doing shit. You have been doing this and doing this and doing this, and I've gone to school. I've done this and I've done this. So if you're not gonna fucking plan on doing anything better with your life, I don't want to live with you. And I said, bitch, excuse me, not bitch, Liz. The reason that you're in school is because I paid for you to go to school. When we lived in Oklahoma, I had to walk every day through goddamn 100-degree weather and fucking 10-degree weather back and forth to Burger King every day, paying your motherfucking bills so you can get this goddamn job. When we moved to Chicago, I got you this goddamn job. And then after I got you that goddamn job, the fucking job that you got after that is because you went to school because I was working at Burger King for you to finish fucking school. And for you to tell me I'm not progressing in my life, bitch, I'm not progressing in my life because I was at work while you were at school when I was paying your motherfucking bills. The reason that I let you go to school first is because you have fucking 3 kids that you have to pay child support for. Not me, that I paid child support for before, in the past, right? After you finish, the deal was, after you finish school, you're supposed to pay for my goddamn school. So why the fuck am I not progressing? And why the fuck don't you want to live with me? Because you're playing me. At this point, now that you have that slither of information, now give me a little bit more. I want you to go in on all the data that I just downloaded to you, bro. I want you to tell me everything. I want you to break everything down to the fucking Pythagorean theorem, bro. Break that shit down to the fucking nearest variable.
So, how have you been doing without her? Are you still doing the same things you were doing before?
I'm doing much more. I'm doing quadruple more.
I'm talking about the bad things.
The bad things in what regard?
Alcohol, nigga.
No.
I mean, alcohol, bro.
No,
Are you drinking more?
No.
Or are you drinking less?
I'm drinking less. I'm drinking a lot less.
Right.
Granted, Granted, I am turning up today. I got 2 40s and a half pint of Henny right here. But I'm drinking a lot less. If I was drinking more, I wouldn't have been able to send her motherfucking ass shit.
I heard that. I heard that part. But yeah, obviously I knew some of that story right there.
Fuck no. You see
like,
me on Facebook, I'm not drinking. You see me on YouTube, I'm not drinking. You see him on fucking.
That's all she's been, and the only way to handle that shit in my eyes, or the way I would try to like handle it, is to calm the situation down, and then like come at it on some like business shit, because now y'all really have to talk, because that what she's doing right now is she's out in the air. She's just mad, bro.
She's butthurt.
Yeah, she's mad.
I'm gonna
So
give you
just
another
calm her
piece of
down.
information. Go ahead.
Kind of like a dog, nigga. Calm her down, sit her ass down, and y'all talk.
Mm-hmm.
And like literally like talk like it's business and look, you have my son type shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, y'all handle that, y'all handle whatever y'all need to handle in that sense, and then you'll feel better, bro. Like you obviously you have a kid with her, so you still gonna see her again.
Right. Let me give you two more pieces of information, bro, and I swear it's not gonna be long at all. The first thing that she said was, "Oh, congratulations. I see that you're not, drinking and smoking as much." And I was like, "Thank you." So when she brought it up in the whole on the angry tip, she was like, "Oh, so I was the reason that you were drinking, blah, 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 blah." And I was like, "No, but I'm just drinking, like, I'm less, yeah, right? I'm less stressed. I'm less, I'm more on my grind. I'm more focused. I'm more in it. It's not that you made me fucking want to be oblivious to reality. I mean, you helped a little bit. I mean, you contributed a little bit because I don't like you and I had to fucking live with your motherfucking ass for 3, 4 years. But no, I'm not drinking less because I'm not around you. No, that's absolutely not it. The second thing I want to tell you is my mom came up here. Jimmy's birthday was on May 13th. My mom was up here and actually chopped it up with her. Took her motherfucking ass shopping, and took her motherfucking ass to lunch for Mother's Day and shit. And she was talking about bringing Jimmy to Atlanta for about 4 months to give her some space, get her household and better under control because she still lives, bro. She's still gonna be in her element. So she was just like, "Look, we can sign this contract, and there's no legal jargon. It's very clear. I paid this man to write it well, actually my auntie wrote it,
Yeah.
and she was like, it's very clear. The contract is the purpose of the contract is to make sure I can get him vaccinations and put him in school. If I want to do that at this point, telling me that I have legal permission to do specific things. So I'm not trying to take him. It clearly says that here. It states a date when he will be returned. It states that if you feel uncomfortable at any point that I have to return him within 4 days of your request. And all of those things. She already got permission from her job and all of that. And this bitch said no. That's fine, that's understandable. But I just wanted to give you that piece of information as well.
Yeah. Shit. Honestly, bro, like, I'm speaking from a standpoint where I've never had a girl, or I've never had a kid, obviously. But from what I'm hearing, just being a thought myself.
Thought star.
Dropped the baby, and that low key that she should have been dropped a long time ago. The shit was dysfunctional, bro. And like, hey, you handle that shit, bro. Hey, shouts out to you, but keep that girl at arm's distance. You had the contract, you was going the right way. So now it's on her.
I got a room for him.
She has to figure out what the hell she's gonna do. Like right now, she's just pissed off, mad, probably getting high and drunk, fucking everybody type shit, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
She's just mad, bro, and like that's another reason why it would be best for you to sit her down. And unfortunately, I think like that. Sit her down like a dog, get her humble, and then talk to her like a regular ass human being. Once you get her to that point, everything should be somewhat copacetic. Of course, time is gonna be involved in that shit. It's gonna take time for that shit, right?
It's been what's this day? It's about to be June. I moved here a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
And she had all the time. And it's a lot of elements.
And then you have to start thinking like, oh,
How would I
let me
feel?
be a bigger person. Let me go after it. Let me keep talking to her. Let me keep trying. Because obviously she has your son. And you want to see your son, especially in another state.
I mean, there's times I went
So,
to bed crying, bro. It's times where, you know, you know the whole story behind my hand, and I'm showing this to the camera. This scar was not here. 2 months ago, I got that scar out of love for my son. It's not that I don't. I mean, what the fuck am I to do? You know, I'm not gonna get emotional on the camera, but I have been very in dark places over this situation. First, you tell me you're
exactly.
gonna bring him, and I'm gonna see him for 2 weeks, enough to enjoy him, and enough to miss him, and enough to send him on his way. But how how
So,
is how what are you trying to fucking punish me? Are you trying to make me into? Are
that's
you trying to
exactly what
make
she's
me
trying to do.
look like a fucking deadbeat dad? You think I can't
It, does,
fucking
it
print up
doesn't
these
doesn't
motherfucking
matter what
PayPal
she's trying to make you
transactions
look like.
of you sending the
She's
money right the
mad
fuck back?
she's mad at herself, and she wants you to feel the same way. That's about it. You know what I mean? She's
Alright.
just mad, bro. And how old is she? She's like 30 something,
She's
right?
older than me. She's
Like,
4 years older
right?
than me. How old am I?
Obviously, age don't mean shit. I mean, it's the maturity factor.
She
And
was born
even
in
when you get a young
'87.
baby,
I was
bro,
born
it's just
in
like
'91.
they still gonna be somewhat stupid. Like, it sucks that you're like kind of linked to her for life, but you can handle it. And obviously, she seems like the type that she wants to be handled type shit. But she wants to be handled in a weird ass way. So you take that weird ass way and just make it like regular, and then you're like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
She wants to be controlled. Like put her in a place type shit.
when
That's what
you
she's asking for. That's
the
what it
the
sounds like.
the the
So give it to her.
the playing with me, the fucking when I send you the
Yeah.
money and then you send it back, but then you ask me for a fraction of some shit that you could have had. You wouldn't have had to
What did
ask me
you
for
say
a
to
little
her?
petty ass $100.
What?
You would have had more than that if you would have just stopped playing your games. She was comfortable. She asked me for a little bit of bread here and there when I first moved here. But now, when I was sending it to her willingly without her asking me, now you see me. I wasn't in those same habits, and I was actually progressing. I was actually in that energy of progress, and you see I'm actually doing better without your motherfucking ass, and you're
Yeah.
probably doing a little worse. You know, there's things that Aaron Moses, you know, I put my little Aaron Moses touch on things, and you're like, damn, only if Aaron Moses. You know, I'm
Right.
really not trying to be cocky or toot my own horn at this point. But of course, when you leave, when these gears get turned and that person's not there anymore, you're gonna notice the differences.
Right.
So,
And that's where you put everything in place. Like now, show her the clarity, bro. Like that's what she needs, and she's begging you for it type shit. Like she basically, it sounds like she needs you as a crutch, my nigga. It's been
she's
sounding like
not
that.
as strong as she thinks. I mean, but the whole point is the question of the day is, if this was your situation and you're supposed to be making this payment, or you're not even supposed to, you are, but you're slick not. If you keep sending a woman some money and she sends it
Mm-hmm.
back and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna keep breaking you down, I'm gonna keep sending you more and more,
Trying to
you're gonna see
break
these
you down.
motherfucking digits, you're gonna see the goddamn digits, you're gonna be forced to send it back, and then you turn around and tell me that you wish I was dead and you wish would kill myself. But then three
That's
days
fine.
later, 3 days later, you
Hey,
ask me for some
check this out.
motherfucking. But hold up.
If
But
you
3 days
dead,
later, you ask me.
how you gonna take care of your son?
Regardless of that, that's all emotions. 3 days later, you
Right.
ask me for some goddamn money. Now, am I supposed to just jump and give you the motherfucking bread when I just gave you the shit? When I just gave you triple that? And you asked
Now
me for
you
this
ask
shit?
her, why didn't you take the money in the first place?
I should have did that. And that is, I mean, that's what I'm conveying. Why the fuck didn't you take the goddamn? I mean, it's in her head, but I didn't reply a goddamn thing. I didn't reply a goddamn
Yeah.
thing.
Right, so, like, yeah.
She asked herself that before she asked Jesus that. Why didn't I take this man's motherfucking money? I bought my
Right.
motherfucking, and then she's trying to make all these crackhead ass excuses like I didn't grow up with crackheads. Bitch, I see you on fucking Facebook fucking buying goddamn rock concert tickets. I see you doing this shit.
And she put it on Facebook for you to see it.
No, she didn't. She
Don't
didn't
think
know
so?
I saw that shit. And we're not friends on Facebook. But I saw her activities. But now you want to ask me for this bread when I just sent you the bread, but you sent it back? I'm not going to jump when you want me to jump, and I'm not going to be made to be something I'm not because of those activities. That's on you.
And without getting mad, I would tell her, look, whenever you send some more money, I would tell her,
Take
don't
the
charge it
motherfucker.
back. Don't give it back. This is for my son. This is not for you. Period.
It could be for her. If she's taking care of her business and she has excess, yeah, you might need a new pair of shoes. You might need to do this. You might want to relax. I'm not taking care of him in the entirety. If you want to say, damn, I got excess, I'm not expecting any woman to open, maybe a trust fund or a little bank account on the side. I'm expecting this woman to do some womanly shit with womanly money.
Right.
If you want to you could be mature about it. You could relax with it. At the end of the day, if he's taken care of, you got food in the house, you got a little bit of extra, do a little bit of extra. You got these responsibilities that I have relieved myself from. But at the same time, it wouldn't have been like that if you would have kept up your side of the contract. I'm mostly speaking, but I want you to give your fucking input on it.
Oh yeah. Hey, my answer is low key short, bro. She, like I said before, when I interjected, she needs what does she need? She needs to be controlled. Now you don't have to sit there and be like, all right, do this, beat the bitch ass type shit. No, none of that. Let her know what needs to be done in the most mature and clear way.
Right.
Without getting mad, no nothing. Obviously, the bullshit is still fresh in her head. And it might be like that for a while, and she might still be like that. But get her to the point where she can understand what's going on instead of making these rash-ass decisions.
I see that, bro.
It's crazy, bro.
But you can't, at the same time, if I say, I'm trying to do my responsibility as a father, let me do my shit, you can't tell me I don't want him to be around, this woman that you're having sex with. Bitch, what the fuck do you think I'm going to be doing with my life? You think I'll be sitting in the motherfucking room eating rice and
She said that?
oatmeal? Yeah, I told you that. She said, I don't want him to be around this bitch that you're fucking. I don't want some bitch raising my son. And I said, he's gonna be...
Well, she's saying that because you said that before.
I didn't say that shit.
You told her that before.
No, I haven't.
You haven't told her that before,
She said, I told her, look, you have friends. You have a lot of charisma and you have a very electric personality. If you want to have your little friends over, if you want to have a boyfriend and do all of that, do that. I know I'm not the only nigga on the motherfucking planet. God damn it. So whatever you want to do, just make sure you don't bring any woman beaters and crack fiends and fucking molesters around the motherfucker. I'm not going to have a problem with any of that. I don't necessarily have to meet him. We might have to have a conversation or two.
In that mentality, now you know.
And she got mad.
The question you just asked yourself, that's what you say there. Like, I need to know that you got the right mind to not bring those type of people around, because right now you pissed off and you reckless right now.
She got mad when I said this shit. Oh, so you just want niggas around your house?
Keep my son away from that bullshit. If you want to fuck somebody, go fuck somebody.
Bro,
Keep them out.
I'm telling you, she got mad when I said, if you're gonna have male friends, what she said, she was like, well, you would be mad if I had niggas around him, and I said, I absolutely wouldn't be fucking mad because I know I'm not the only nigga in the motherfucking world. So if you want to bring people
Right.
around him, just make sure they're reputable, respectable representatives of life. And she got
You
mad and
know,
said,
hey,
oh, you just want me to have people around him that you don't know and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I mean, how you operate is how you operate. I don't mind if he's around people outside of my family. And she
right.
actually responded very, she wasn't happy about that. That I said
Of course.
that I gave her, granted this permission to her to have her friends and male friends and whoever the fuck she fucks with around him. And she took offense to that. You know, so I see what you're on, bro. I get you. I get you.
You
Doctor
know?
Doctor Thot Star.
No. Hell no, rush shit. Hey, you helping me learn, bro, because I don't really deal with the bitches like I do,
And this
but
is
I
not the
don't. I
typical
know how to
woman,
do it
bro.
in my
This
shit,
bitch is crazy,
but like in a
man.
good way.
Right. So I don't want anybody to think that this is just how women operate because if this is a woman, if this is a representable, if this is a reputable representative of womanhood and femininity, then you will not run into any of these motherfucking issues. But it just happens so that you know my vagina detectors were off fucking with this bitch. So don't think that this is how everyone acts and this is typical for a woman because it's absolutely not. My mother didn't act like this. I'm pretty sure Dot Star's mother didn't act like this. But
Right.
this is not the way of femininity at all. What's going on?
And then again,
Let me
bro,
see
there's a
what.
lot of shit we don't know. We
Go
don't know
ahead.
about that little part because there could have been times where it did happen like that. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm not saying all females act like that, but when females get mad and they just do random ass shit, it's kind of crazy. And
He's
low
eating up my
key,
money.
everybody does that.
Hold
You know what
on.
I mean? Like, check. If they'll get you pissed off, you go out here in this world, you go piss somebody else off, and it just keeps going.
He shreds paper.
This motherfucker. Hold on, everybody. My girlfriend's dog is about to get a foot in his ass. He
Mm.
just fucking bit one of my bands. He just bit one of my blue Benjamins. That's not even going
Oh,
down,
shit.
bro. That's not even going down like that. One of them. I'm glad. I'm glad. My fucking spider sense is on point. But we have an extra guest. What's your YouTube name, homie? Little glitter queen
Act
too.
like you don't know. My name's Queen Alicia.
We have Queen Alicia. She wants to say something on addressing this topic.
So I was listening, and you were talking about like what my input on the reason why she probably sent you the money back is because she wanted you to chase her. See, some people
Yeah.
retaliate in certain type of ways, and my input, honestly, she just wanted you to chase her. She wanted you to get pissed off and maybe be like, oh, why didn't you keep it, or maybe even send it again, chasing, because some people like that, especially childish bitches.
Right. I mean, and it
Right.
wasn't just the bread. I'm sending, you know, different elements of my son's necessities,
Mm-hmm.
and she's taking the receipts, you know, refusing to let the shit be ordered to my grandmother's house, taking the receipts, getting them back to Walmart, and I'm waking up with these return payments in my PayPal, from which I, you know, ordered the shit from. And I'm like, why are you sending the goddamn pull-ups back? Why are you sending the clothes back? Why are you sending the shoes back? Why are you sending the toys back? Like, you sent the motherfucking shit I got for him for his birthday. Who the fuck are you? Type shit.
Yeah.
And my mom doesn't deal with PayPal or MoneyGram or anything like that. That's just her personality. She doesn't want to go through it. She doesn't want to get in the middle and things like that. But she's just
It's good that we
making.
have the female insight in here, bro, because, hell, we was talking straight from, you know.
I mean, I have a mom and a dad. I'm half woman, half man. I just
Oh,
happen to
yeah,
be a
but,
man.
And for
yeah.
her to return the stuff that you got for him, she's being childish.
That takes a lot of
because
effort.
that's for him. You know, she's taking away from him, and that's not right. Like, if she was a real
Right.
woman, she wouldn't take away from her child. And also,
No matter what.
exactly, you're supplying for the child, then she should accept it and appreciate it. Because some dudes out here that don't even give a fuck about their kids at all.
Don't even know how to spell their motherfucking kid's name backwards.
Appreciate, people who want to be there.
And to tell me, okay, I'm gonna drop him off. I'm gonna drop him off for 2 weeks of my life. I'm gonna drop him off for 2 weeks of his life to be with his father. And now you say I don't want some woman around him. And I'm like, bitch, you already knew my living situation. Why was that okay when I was in your face? But now, it's like you made it it's like you made it comfortable for me to just slip out. Like we're gonna, and I'll give her one thing. She's not slandering my motherfucking name. Maybe because she knows the law. Maybe because I schooled her on the law enough to tell her not to fucking defame my goddamn character and not to slander me. Because
and maybe in the back of her head, she knows the damn truth and what she's doing is wrong. She's just pissed off.
And she's not gonna put me on Facebook. She's not gonna fucking do any damage or any possible attempted damage to my character, because we all know the goddamn truth. So to slide off this topic and segue into something else, bro, because I'm really done with this shit. I already know. I mean, I'm not indeed being petty. The census says I'm not being petty, but what else you got going on with yourself, bro? You just moved to a brand new location, to a destination.
You want to switch Alright. Yeah, I'm good, bro. Like, I just moved to Florida from goddamn Pensacola. I'm back in the South.
Yeah. You back in the South with them country boys.
Man, but Pensacola weird, bro. Like, I'm just now trying to figure out some stuff. Like, the girl. I don't know how this place is, bro. I couldn't even tell you.
You back with them fucking cornbread fed country girls trying to have 7 kids by the time of 17.
Right? Mind you, right? They we right by the beach and shit, so you see all the little bitties and shit, bro.
Shit.
But like, and then I'm right by college once again.
Shit.
But it's not like a big one like ASU.
Hey, that's even better. Real people.
Shoot, but they good. Like, I've been getting little hits and stuff, and like it's muggy out here. It's annoying. My sleep schedule's fucked.
You just moved fucking 3 time zones, bro. I expect that.
Man.
This is the only man that I've ever seen that did not adjust to the time zone for about 3 years, bro. Calling me at 2 o'clock, what time it is over there, bro. Like probably 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, bro, it's fucking 2 o'clock, bro.
Yep.
What the fuck? Talking about I'm still on Easter time, G. I'm still on Easter time. I'm like, bro, you been here for 2 years. How the fuck you still on Easter time, my nigga? You still on Eastern time? Right.
Yeah. I had to get a job at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like,
well, thank you, bro.
That was best.
Right. This dude had to get a job at a warehouse, night shift, just to fucking reattach himself to that actual time that he was on. He moved from Atlanta to Arizona, and this nigga was still on Eastern time for a good, how many, 3 years?
Yeah.
And I told him, go to the doctor, bro. That's not normal, bro. Go to the doctor, man. And he was like, man, I'm gonna figure it out, though. I'm telling you, bro. Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies, bro. This dude was on Eastern time for the longest.
And then got the apartment and all that mess, bro. Like, shit had to get done, bro. And it's not until, like, recently, like, at least, like, 2 years before I moved over here where I got used to Arizona shit. Now I'm back over here, and it's like, fuck, I've been in Arizona 9 years.
Right. You moved when you were 18, huh? Yeah, that was a long ass time. I was 18. Yeah. Right when I got the whip. You moved in what, winter?
2000. 2009, sometimes some shit like
Winter
that, like November
2009.
2009.
Yup, damn. Then I moved to Chicago in March. Right. Shout out to Lester, bro. I don't know if you're still here, but shout out to Lester. Lester says that I'm your #1 black fan. Hell no. That's what's up, bro. So everybody, this is Thot Star again speaking. And also, shout out to Queen Alicia. I don't know if I'll put her link in the description. She just dropped her very first single. It's not completely mixed. We're gonna remix it and send that.
Okay.
We're gonna send Queen Alicia's single back out to a producer. So if anybody wants to produce or reproduce with Queen Alicia, no pun intended, let me know and we'll get that shit done. It's a banger, bro. It's a master blaster. It's called Bag. It's called Bag, and it's hot as fuck.
Okay. So y'all, alright, I see you doing this shit.
And she can actually sing, and she can
rap.
rap. She could spit and she could sing. That shit was fucking fire. Shake and bake, we could scrape it off the plate. If you want it, you gotta stay. This is not a fucking steak. I was like, she killed that shit, bro. I swear, bro. On
It's cool to
Jeezy.
see you happy though, bro.
Well, thank
That's
you, bro.
what's up.
It feels good to be fucking happy, bro. My skin's all clear and shit. My eyebrows grew back. Yeah, bro.
Right?
So yeah, you did burn your eyebrows. Nah, I'm just.
Hey, like in a little bit though, probably in like 4 or 5 months, man. Find this damn job out here and shit. I'll head over there and shit, bro.
I want to come down there.
Shit, we'll probably be down there by I want to say by the end of August, May, June, July, August. Yeah, we'll probably be down there in
Or the
August.
fall. No, that's hurricane season. Never mind.
Nah, I think winter's hurricane season.
No, like October, November is.
Yeah, that's closer to winter.
It's fall.
Way back.
But if we go down there summer when we could still catch some fucking 80-degree
It's fucking
low
80
humidity.
degrees during the winter.
No, it's not. See, that is the preconceived
Well, it
notion about the
depends where
South.
he lives in
He
Florida.
lives off the coast. He lives off the Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
He doesn't live by the Atlantic coast. So, nah, bro, it's not that.
Wherever
it's
it
not
is,
like
I want to
that.
go.
My sister stays right there. It's these motherfuckers smoking all the goddamn backwoods. Stop smoking backwoods. It's causing global warming, motherfuckers. Go back to Dutchess in Vegas, bro. Even smoke you a Swisher. Stop smoking a back. You don't even know how to roll a backwood. Why you smoking a backwood, bro? You can't even afford that. You gotta put 1.7 in the goddamn backwood to enjoy that shit. Stop smoking that motherfucker. Get you a 0.7. Get you a motherfucking Dutch and get it popping, bro. Golly.
What else can you do?
You don't know how to smoke a goddamn backwood, boy. Huh? Huh? Stop hanging out with them gangsters, bro. You don't know how to roll a backwood, goddammit. First time I smoked a backwood, I was 17. I remember because I still worked at McDonald's. That shit was harsh because at first we put like 0.8 in that bit. You gotta put at least 1.2 in a goddamn backwood, bro. Stop smoking the backwoods if you don't have a fucking immediate good job. Please, you're fucking up the economy and the environment. Come on, bro.
Yeah, hey, man, I'm going way off subject, bro, and I'm going rant for a little bit on that one. People and mutts. Like,
Mutts.
if you have a dog, right?
Mutts.
People and mutts.
Right.
If you have a dog, understand what a dog does.
It barks.
Like, dog don't take control. You take control. Dog don't speak. Dog don't think like you. Dog do what dog do.
Dog not.
You know? Like, I just had a dog right now come up to me trying to jump on me and shit. Like, no, sit your ass down, bro. You greet me in a different way. Cause that's too hype. You too hype. Sit down, wag your tail, get petted a little bit, and go on somewhere.
Right. The interesting thing about that is because Queen Alicia has a friend that is she's very docile. She's very like, I don't want to use the word submissive, but she keeps asking us all this because she watches us on YouTube and she sees what goes on, and we're pretty much what I told her is, people try you not because they don't like you or not because they don't love you, but because people
Mhm.
are like animals. When animals see something weak inside of people, they try to kill it. They try to
Yeah, they go
attack it. They
after
try
it.
to break it down, right? So, I mean, you have to have that mentality, just like Dr. Phil says. I fuck with Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil says you have to teach people how to treat you.
Right.
If you let people just treat you any old kind of motherfucking way, then they're gonna eventually end up killing you.
So does that mean the same thing for a dog?
You basically killed
Yes,
yourself.
yes, yes. Does that mean Queen Alicia just asked? Does that mean the same thing for a dog? The thing about dogs is dogs are pack animals. All dogs are
Mhm.
needy, even though they might not be cuddlers. They're still needy.
Yeah, but
So if you have a dog, you have to put hands on that dog. There's breeds where they teach you to not put hands on that dog. But the
Mhm.
fact of the matter is, they're pack animals. If they were in the wild and they fucked some shit up or they did something out of line, out of the moral fiber of that pack, they would get bit up. They would get
Yes, they
attacked.
would.
They would even possibly get killed. So
Yeah.
if you have a strong, like Gaia. Gaia's a pit bull German Shepherd, right?
Mhm.
So, hey, what's up, bro? We got the homie Marcus motherfucking Khalifa. If you know my intro, this
What up?
motherfucking genius made my intro, and I call him a genius not out of sarcasm.
Oh shit.
This
That's
nigga,
what's up.
I
What
met
up,
him when
bro?
he was like, how old were you when I met you? Probably like 15, and you're probably like 18 by now. But he made my intro, and that this dude, he has mixtapes on SoundCloud. He's killing life right now, bro. He's killing it. But what I'm saying is back to the whole animal, how we can link animal, behavior to sociology, human behavior, is when you have a vicious breed like that. Gaia is not a vicious personality, but she is a vicious breed. She is a blue nose, red nose German Shepherd pit
Yeah.
mix, right? If I don't, if I didn't take the measures that I took against her, she would have shit fucked up because she's a pack animal.
Mhm.
I have to treat her
Exactly.
like we are in the wild, or she's not gonna get it.
is
And that's
that
how all dogs operate.
is that why people treat
Exactly.
nice people rough? Because they want to like basically rough them up or something?
No,
Or
because we have it in our animal instincts to destroy weak genes. Because we're in a society where I want to say
Yes.
around biblical times, all alpha, all beta males, all theta, all zeta. The only thing that was left by the time that we get to contemporary society, the only thing left was alpha males. This is why women prefer alpha males because all the women that didn't prefer alpha males were bred out. They were all killed because all the men that were not alpha males were killed. So now all women are genetically predisposed, like they want alpha males
so
because
what
all
happened?
women want that
Okay,
because they
so
were all
what
killed.
happens if there's a female who's an alpha? Would she want an alpha male, or would she want the opposite? Would she
No.
want something more gentle?
Now,
That's a
according
funny
to specific cultural, we have these romantic movies. I've never seen 50 Shades of Grey, but we have all these romantic movies and TV that's bringing back the different um, spectrums
Mm.
of behaviors that is making it okay for men to act like women. It's making it okay for beta
Yeah,
behaviors.
but what if they're not acting like a woman? What if it's just in their nature? Like, people are naturally, gentle sometimes. Like some women are
shit.
naturally gentle.
It's
So, I mean, I feel like two a male and a female could work good together.
what
but
is your
also they
definition
could.
of who is the alpha male to you?
Okay, an alpha male is
Who?
someone
A
who.
personality. Who is the alpha male? A
Okay,
celebrity.
so I wouldn't say celebrity. I'm just gonna describe this shit. So somebody who likes to take control, someone who likes to take the lead in things. They're not a follower, they're a leader. What if there's a woman who wants to be a leader too? I feel like both of them could work good together if they're willing to let their egos down and also be willing to share the, knowing that they're working together but not against each other. You know what I mean?
You're right.
Two alphas can work together if they're willing to work together. They just have to not have their egos in the way. Or they're just going to fight and butt heads.
It's going to take some time.
That's like two...
The buttons of the head will happen a lot more.
Yeah, but if they're willing, then it wouldn't be. It's just like two wolves, two alpha wolves. They would attack each other because one wants to be the leader.
See, if it was an alpha woman, if it was an alpha female and an alpha male together, which is in this day and age is kind of rare unless they're rich in monetary. One very significant symbol of alpha relationship is, you don't have to be rich, obviously, to be an alpha couple, but we'll say if you're in poverty, if you grew up in, Roseland, or you grew up in Bed-Stuy and you're in poverty, if you have a man and a woman together and all the children went to college, one's a judge, one's a lawyer, one's a doctor, one's a motherfucking actor, that was an alpha relationship at some point. If all the children, even though they grew up in poverty, but all of the children are successful, and of course you're gonna have your black sheep, and one's gonna be, a drug addict or a drug dealer, or end up, getting killed or some shit like that. That was an alpha relationship pretty much 90% of that time. An alpha woman is very misunderstood because the patriarchal society that we have does not support an alpha woman because of feminism. Because of feminism, being an alpha female is very underplayed. Now, I don't want to go into the politicism. I don't want to go into the political side of that because that's a controversial topic that's going to take a little while to explain. I mean, in short, if you want to operate off of that, the highest vibration for an alpha woman to have is to make sure that the alpha male is always going to do some alpha male shit. Because that's what the woman is responsible for making sure that the world is the world. The man can't do that. The male can't do that. The highest vibration of a woman is to make sure that the world is gonna be the motherfucking world. Is to make sure the water is gonna be blue. Is to make sure the sky is gonna be clear. Is to make sure the sun is still gonna shine.
So what is the guy? What does the guy do?
The guy is supposed to. The guy is supposed to put.
What do you do?
Plant those seeds. It's to plant those seeds. The highest vibration of a woman is to make sure that the alpha male is ready to go.
I feel like
everything's gonna be okay. The alpha woman is to make sure everything is gonna the circle of life is still gonna be a goddamn circle. Mm-hmm. Because if you let a man draw a circle, that shit might be a square. That shit might be a goddamn upside down triangle. But the woman is supposed to make sure the shit is okay. If you look at the dynamics of a mother and a father, the father is supposed to make sure that a child is supposed to be socially savvy. And the mother is to make sure that the child knows how to emotionally respond and relate to people and bring things into the world. Mm-hmm. That's what a vagina. We embody our genitals. That's what you're supposed to do. The receptiveness, just like I told you, Thot Star.
Like, I'm not even trying to touch on that shit really, because
I'm not even.
Kind of screwed.
It's science, bro.
I'll say it though, fuck it.
I mean, okay. A man can't get shit done without a woman, because a woman is supposed to bring things into the world. These vortexes, these portals, are women. A man can only execute things perfectly with a woman by his side. Two men can't really get shit done together because there's a butting of heads and there's too much ego. Like for even this motherfucker, in my heart, I want you to talk, but I'm drinking, and I like to talk, and I don't get to talk to too many motherfuckers. But I want you to talk. It is my desire for you to put your input. But if we try to build a motherfucking company, the shit would eventually branch off and be two different companies. The shit would eventually be goddamn Dell and iPhones, you know? But if you have a man and a woman doing this shit, the motherfucker's gonna be iPhone all the way, every time, for the next 125 years. But that's just how
I'm not saying that the woman is supposed to be beta. I'm not saying that the man is supposed to be goddamn alpha. I'm saying if the nigga know what he wants, the nigga gonna get the shit, right? Now, if she digging it, then bang. Then y'all work that out. Other than that, like, in that sense, the woman, I guess, I don't know what the woman's supposed to do. I don't know what the nigga's supposed to do.
Exactly. This is why we have fucked up children. This is why everybody is shoot 'em up, bang, bang. This is why so much violence in the world.
Everybody has different opinions.
Because nobody knows what the goddamn woman and the goddamn man's supposed to do.
Everybody has different opinions, so.
It's not a fact of opinion, it's a fact of science. Do we understand these cells?
What do I think?
Do we understand these genitals? Do we understand what the fuck ovaries and testicles goddamn do?
My opinion...
That's what it's based on. It's not an opinion. Go ahead.
My opinion is the woman... Oh, this is for family. Like, basically, what the woman is supposed to take care of. The woman's supposed to obviously take care of the children, take care of the house, take care of the need, like the...
This ain't 1800s.
Okay, but still...
That's good.
But still, doing the grocery shopping, you know, making dinner, making, you know, taking care of stuff like that. Also, but the man can do it also, too. You know what I mean?
Right.
But in my experience, dude, I played the man and the woman. So, in my past, I did. For a lot of my relationships. Because I don't know what kind of guys I dealt with, but they definitely were not... I don't know what the fuck they played, but... I was alpha and the other one. What is it? Omega? Right?
Beta?
Beta.
Oh, yeah.
Alpha male. You could be alpha male and alpha woman.
Because I felt like I did everything. I always, you know, pulled the weight on both sides.
What you wanted, right?
I had to pull the weight on both sides. You know?
So he asked, you went after what you wanted.
What? What did I want?
In the relationship.
What did I want?
You wanted to make sure that everything was...
Well, I always make sure. You know, that's what I mean.
And you filled out people's applications
and
for
I
jobs
realized...
and made sure people were productive in the world.
No. What? I didn't make sure nobody's productive. What?
But pretty much you were fulfilling both ends of the spectrum as the alpha male and the alpha female.
Knowing that I can do it by myself. That's a good thing. That I just realized that I just showed myself that I don't need anybody to do it for me. But, you know, I was showing them that I'm independent too. But a lot of guys don't like women who are, like he said, you know, alpha females. Guys don't like that because they feel like it's a competition or, you know, this is better than this. But I never thought I was better than anybody else. I just like to be there, you know?
And you love to be talking to two of the wrong people because we don't think like that. I know I don't think like that.
I don't have a problem with a woman doing what is perceived to be typical. But as far as all the competition, I mean, I believe in individualism so much. I don't have a problem with matriarchal societies or patriarchal societies. I have a problem with patriarchal societies that are based off goddamn daddy issues. That's what I have a fucking problem with. When I moved from El Reno, Oklahoma, that was a matriarchal society.
Why are we always getting off subject?
Because we're flowing. This is a conversation. We're flowing. We're trying to give, you know, thoughts.
We should do like the next time. We should like get on like the video chat type of thing, where you can do a group video chat or something. Maybe like Facebook or Google. What other way?
We have Facebook, Google, Instagram.
But where's the audience at though? Because like there's a way to do that.
Yeah.
There's a way to do that on YouTube.
Well, I mean, we could do group thing we can do it through Facebook and, oh, fuck.
I definitely have to piss.
Yeah, can you give me a towel?
What'd you just do? You spilled the water?
Yeah, all over the place.
Damn!
What did I say? Oh.
You know, the suggestions.
So the group thing, I know you can, I think you might be able to do it on Instagram, I'm not sure. But I know that, like, you can do the group thing on Google, and you can connect it to Facebook and also YouTube.
Are you not?
Okay.
So, yeah, you can do it like that. And when you do it over Facebook, that brings a lot more audience because you can, like, obviously go live on your Facebook or your groups, depending on your groups. We got groups.
Yeah, make you a group, bro.
Alright, hey, alright. If I get Facebook again, because I don't fuck with Facebook heavy.
You could just
grab that Discord, bro.
I'll do that, bro.
How can you hear him? You're in there.
Because I'm an artist.
But yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool because the Google thing has like where you can have like 3 people or even more people in this group, and you get a video and you get to see everybody and stuff like that, and they have their responses. And I really like that, you know, you can do group. That's pretty cool because, you know, we all have our own opinions and we can discuss things.
Yeah, it's lit.
It's very lit. It is the definition.
Hell yeah. I'm down. Shoot. When we get off, shit, we can talk more about that and get it started.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Come on.
But I'm feeling like we just cooked up a new topic. Yeah, man. We talked about the bullshit for like fucking 38 minutes and some odd seconds. But
So next stream you want to like we'll talk about shit later.
I mean, if you follow, this is the last thing that I want to say because the shit's saying low battery. I don't know why. But if you watch Brother Polite, he was saying he has a polygamous relationship. He has, I think, 4 wives, and then they have 3 houses, and they have about 18 children or something like that. But he was saying, family is based off of love, but love is based off of business, which I don't think you should be saying that to the masses, honestly. But they operate off of a very specific schedule, and he was talking about the businesses and saying how these women are the base of the families. If these things operate,
the base of everything, bro.
Women are the basis of everything. I don't understand why women keep saying that it's a man's world when everything revolves around women. All marketing, promotion, all businesses, all money, all everything is based off of women. Women in America control 80% of the goddamn money. America grosses what, $4 trillion, and women own 80-90% of the money. Look at this goddamn marketing. Look at fucking hip hop.
Right.
Hip hop is marketed all towards women. Anything that's new, if women show any interest in it, any little thing, it turns into a woman's business. Even if you watch, of course, I'm a big fan of this show, Bar Rescue. For you to have a successful bar or a successful restaurant in America, there has to be 4 times the women in the goddamn bar, the club, the restaurant, whatever establishment. It has to be 4 times more women interested in this establishment than a woman. A motherfucking man is not gonna buy anything unless it's gonna get him some pussy. A man is not gonna buy a car that's not gonna get him some pussy. A man's not gonna buy a phone, a computer,
Everybody doesn't
a
think
laptop.
about pussy.
The fact of the matter is, our sales, we were operating to get...
Or anything like that, entertainment-wise, a dude has to have the content. Low-key on Twitch and shit like that, the female, all the female gotta do is just put on some booty shorts.
That's to be a woman.
You gotta really have the booty, put on some little tiny, squishy ass shit, and just do nothing.
Because women have 4 times the more value than a woman.
Because men are perverted.
Because men are...
Exactly, right?
A pervert.
Perverted.
A pervert?
Women are perverted too, but I'm just saying, nobody, no.
But we are programmed to protect femininity. and to
Okay.
promote masculinity.
Well,
How the fuck are you gonna live like that if you don't, per se, if you don't get pussy? How the fuck are you gonna be walking around trying to trying to
why are we going
promote?
from pussy to business to?
If you're because this is all related because this is the facts of life. How are you if you don't get pussy, if you don't have sex with
I think
women,
that a good
and you're a
business.
man? How are you gonna protect femininity and promote masculinity if you don't feel like a man,
Well,
and if you don't get women?
I think it's the opposite. Okay, I feel like you think that it's better like women run better businesses or whatever the case may be.
That's my
Okay, you said
Oh.
something about women. More women, but I feel like men. I don't know.
Okay.
Like I
to
feel like
clear it
a
up,
man knows a lot more. They know how to take charge, and us women, I feel like we just get out of control.
What I said directly, what I said.
Okay.
I'm gonna paraphrase what I said. What I said was businesses do better when they market towards women. I didn't say that women run better businesses.
Okay.
It's not that I don't think that. It's not that I'm against that. Businesses do better when they make it more comfortable for women, for number one, for women to invest in their brand, or for men who are trying to make the effort to attract more women in their life
Okay.
to invest in that brand. So a man is not gonna buy a shirt if this shirt is not gonna get him some girl, and a woman is not gonna go into a bar or a restaurant unless it's gonna make her feel comfortable. And a man is not gonna go to a bar or a restaurant if he feels like there's no women that will want to be there.
I know, but there's
That's
some
all I
people who
said.
actually go to bars and they don't go for nobody. They go for themselves.
I go for the drink.
The masses, right.
Exactly. So
But there's a
sometimes
small
people don't think about
population
that.
there's a very small population who think like that.
That's me. I would go to a bar and
Do
I
you
wouldn't even pay
think
attention to
Do
nobody.
you think that men would go to McDonald's if they didn't think women would go to McDonald's?
Only perverts think that way.
No, they don't. What?
Babe, you're a perv.
I didn't even.
You just said that you were a perv.
I am a fucking pervert, but I didn't start going to. I didn't even want to get pussy till I was like 20.
We just found out.
I didn't want to get pussy till I was 19. I wasn't basing everything off of whether a female will like it or not.
But
most men think.
And you said that men sometimes wear
Everything that you do is gonna attract women, whether you want a woman or.
clothes.